and I teach English as a second language, and I teach at elementary and middle school. So my students are from 6 years old to 15, 16 years old. Those are my students, and I love teaching very much.
Saisuri, ask again clearly.
What kind of technology do you use to teach English?
Okay. Yes, I understand you now. Well, in my school, we use computers, and we can use also mobile phones for teaching, but only when it is approved by teachers, only then. But on ICT classes, we use computers and we use laptops. Yes. So it depends on a class. My students like different apps for teaching and learning English, and sometimes we use them.
What is school like in Serbia?
Schools. Well, we have mostly public schools. My school is also public, and first we have elementary and middle school, which is usually one building. So students first go to school from the age of 6 or 7, and they have 4 grades: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4, and they have only one teacher who teaches all different subjects, and one English teacher, and then they go on to grade 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is the same school, but in grades 5, 6, 7, 8, students have many teachers: biology teacher, Serbian teacher, math teacher, music teacher, many teachers, okay? And this is one school from grade 1 to grade 8. After that, students change and go to a different school, which is called high school, okay?
Oh, yeah, we are understood.
Yes. And in high school, they choose. There are different high schools.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, Farina. Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. This is Farina. I am an 8th grade student. I am from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Here, my question is, could you please show for us your English textbook meant for your students?
Yes, of course. Look here. This is smart. Can you see? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Smiles 1. This is for grade 1. So students age 6 and 7. Okay. So we have Smiles 1, Smiles 2, Smiles 3, and Smiles 4. Okay. Wow. And then in grade 5, students have Write On. Write On 1. This is for grade 5. Write On 2 for grade 6, Write On 3 for grade 7, and Write On 4 for grade 8. What books do you use? Do you know these books? Do you know them?
No.
No. Okay. They are nice. Sometimes we change books, but those books now are nice.
Okay, Milena, I have a question related to the textbooks. How often do you change the textbooks? That means, is it the government policy to change the textbooks, or the teacher's discretion to change the textbook for the students, especially in the English?
No, we choose. We have, there's a rule. We have a number of years that we must use those books that we have chosen. Yes. And then when that number of years has passed, then we can choose. If we want, we can change. And if we want, we can keep the same books.
Okay, that means what exactly the time period before you want to change the new textbook? Is there any
Uh,
particular time period?
I think it's 4 years. I think it's 4
4 years.
years.
Okay.
Yes. What about in India? Is it the same?
It's different. In fact, some textbooks are continued to be a part of the classes for almost 10 years. Some
Uh-huh.
are 5 years, some are 8 years. That is all depends on the government policy. Government changes their policy and they want to introduce the new textbooks. So it
Yes,
all depends on the government decisions. So
I know what.
that's all happened here. Roshni, over to
Yes.
you. Roshni.
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Roshini.
I'm an 8th grader from Z.P.H School, Ilavaram. Would you allow me to ask a question?
Yes, of course, please.
Would you please share your way of teaching English language?
Okay. Well, as I have said, the same as your teacher, Hari Krishna. I also like using a whiteboard and interactive whiteboard because I think it's a very nice way for me to teach and for students to learn, because when they see, and we have these books that I have shown you, I have them in a digital way as well. So I have them in my computer.
Yes.
So sometimes in my classes, I like to teach English using the interactive whiteboard with this digital textbook.
Yes.
And then when the students see the textbook, it's very easy for them. It's easier. It is easier for them to learn, and it's also interesting because you know the textbook is much bigger, and
Yeah.
sometimes there are students who just forget their textbook, and then this interactive whiteboard is very useful because okay, you can see the textbook here, you see, in front of you, and then I can play the audio directly from the interactive whiteboard. I can play the video because there are videos here. They have some interactive games which are very interesting for students, interactive games that are connected with the textbook. Okay.
Yes.
So I think
Thank you,
this
ma'am.
is very nice for them. Sometimes I also like, whatever I teach, I like to show them how they can use that in everyday life. For example, I can show them on my phone some videos on YouTube about the topic that I teach. You see, so it is also interesting for them, and this is the way how they remember faster and learn.
Yes. So let me
Thank
add
you, ma'am.
a little to your in this context. Actually, we can use the interactive board even to play the pronunciation, because the pronunciation, the real utterance of the word. If I play the word on using the interactive board, students they keep their attention on the whiteboard and they learn how exactly the word is being pronounced as it should be, as it should be.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is really ICT, interactive board technology, using technology definitely is going to have a good impact on the young minds rather than
Definitely.
going for a traditional way of teaching English subject.
Yes, yes, you're right. I agree with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, how are you?
How are you, ma'am? I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. What about you?
I'm also fine, thank you. I'm so happy to talk to you.
My name is Dikshit. I am a 7th grader. Would you allow me to ask my question, ma'am?
Yes, of course, you may.
What subjects are taught at high schools in your country?
Okay. Do you
Yes, we
see
are
this?
able to. Yes, we are able to see.
Yes, ma'am. I am able to see this.
You see?
Yes.
So we have Serbian, we have maths, we have English. Those are obligatory subjects. And then we have another foreign language which students choose. So it can be French, Russian, German, or Italian, mostly in my country, okay? Then we have art, IT, music, geography, biology. We have also DT. It is for design. In those classes, my students design, not with me, but with the design teacher. They can design different things, okay? They can learn about electricity. Do you understand me? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes, but those are, oh, I forgot PE. Yes, I forgot PE, physical education. Yes, those are subjects taught in primary, in elementary and middle schools. In high schools, you usually have some of those subjects, but you have also subjects depending on the school which you are which you attend. So if it is a med school, then you have subjects that are connected with medicine, okay? If you are at economic school, then you have other subjects that are connected with economics. So it depends on the school, because high schools are different. If it is, oh, sorry, if it is a grammar school, if it is a grammar school, then you have mostly language subjects or mostly math. So things like that. Is
Wow.
it similar in India?
No, it's different. In all schools in India, especially in my region, we have a common syllabus and common subjects. Uniformity is there all through this region. And so one of my student, yes, Dikshit, could you please explain the subjects that you learn at school?
Yes, please.
The languages?
We
Yes.
learn 3 core subjects and 3 languages.
Yeah,
The
what are
three-
they?
The,
What
the
are the
3
three languages?
languages are
Hmm.
Telugu is our mother tongue. Hindi
Hmm.
is our national language. English is our international language.
Hmm.
The 3 core subjects are math, science, and social.
Yes. So here in the school system here in India, until a student enters the grade 8, grade 6 and grade 7, he learns science as a only one subject. But once he enters the 8th grade and he learns the 2 parts in science, that's the physical science and biological science.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Okay, okay. It's
Yes.
like that. So you have, all the books are written in 3 languages.
No. Only one language, that is English. Only it is printed in English. The access.
Hello, Husnia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm also fine. Thank you for asking. Would you like to ask a question?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What is Serbia famous for?
See this screen.
Yes, we are able to see.
Oh, okay. I want to show you something.
Please.
First, Serbia map. I want to. Are you aware where Serbia is? Do you know?
Yes, we all know that it's a part of the European continent.
Yes. So you see here it's Serbia. Let me just zoom it out. So you see it's a very small country here. Now let's see, where is India? Where is India? India. Here you see. You see, this is my country here, and this is India. You see?
Yes.
Yes, so my country is very small country. Now, this is the flag of my country. Can you see it?
No, we are not able to see your flag.
Okay. So I have to. Here, sorry. Do you see this Google?
Yes.
Okay. So Serbian flag. I have to show it to you like this. You see?
Yes.
This is Serbian flag here. You
Yes.
see, there are three colors, red, blue, and white, and there are two eagles and a crown. It is back in the history. Okay, so this is our flag. The capital city of my country is Belgrade. This is the capital city. Okay, and we are famous for food because the Serbian food is so delicious. But apart from that, we are famous for this person. Do you know who Nikola Tesla was?
So not many students know that.
Okay. So he was a famous inventor, and he was born here. So he was a Serbian. So maybe your students know this one. He is also very famous in the world.
Yes.
Novak Djokovic. Do
He's
you
famous.
know?
Yes, we all know that.
Okay, you know that. So he is a popular tennis player. Now, this is also something what Serbia is famous for. And this is, okay, this is not for your students. This is for older people. Here, this is alcoholic drink made of plums. So they call it Šljivovica. So this is very famous in Serbia and worldwide. So people from around the world who like alcoholic drinks, they know about Šljivovica. So when I travel to a different country, for example, I have cousins in Germany. So when I go to Germany, I always buy Šljivovica for them, and take it there. Do you understand me?
Yes, we understand.
Okay, now we are also famous for barbecue. Let me show you barbecue. Serbian barbecue. Do you know barbecue?
Yes, we grill that about the flame.
Oh, yes, we like that very much, especially the town where I live. I don't live in the capital. I live in the south of Serbia, and my town is very famous for burgers. We have the most delicious burgers in the whole world. And in my town, there is, I will tell you, it's famous festival which is called Roštiljada, and we make the biggest burger in the world. Do you see it?
Yes. Yes, we
Yes. So every year there is a competition of the biggest burger. So these two people that you see in the picture, they are number one for making the biggest burger, you know?
Wow.
Yes, and this is also what we are famous for. This is called ajvar. It is made of pepper, paprika. Paprika, you know paprika?
Yeah, we use it.
Yes. So yeah. So we mix it and boil it, and then we put it in jars. And this is something Serbian people like very, very much. You can spread it on bread. You can fry it with eggs. You can eat it with anything. We like this very much. Okay.
Yes.
Meghana, how are you?
Hello, Meghana. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. What schools? Here my question is, what schools are popular in Serbia, public or private?
Public schools in Serbia. Most schools are public, and in the capital there are some schools that are private, and usually, I don't know, some famous children of famous maybe singers or actors, or I don't know, they usually go there, but we don't have many private schools. Most schools are public, and those are very nice schools, public.
So which education system is your favorite? In Europe, as per my knowledge, Finland is one of the education
Yes.
systems which is role model
Yes,
for all the people or for all the countries. Do you think that Finland is the one and only country that you want to take as a role model, or is there any other country that you think is a good role model for others to follow in terms of education system?
I know what you mean. Well, I have never been to Finland, so I have never been to Finland schools, and I don't know for sure, but I have heard about Finland schools so many times, even in my own country, people talking about that, even with the colleagues from around the world when I talk, you know. So I think that their educational system is really nice, and I think it is very different from ours. And we are still we still need so much more to get there. Uh, from all the stories that I have heard, you know,
Yeah.
I have experience in teaching. I have connected, you know, using Skype and Zoom. I have connected many times with schools from Sweden. And I have experienced that Swedish students have a great knowledge of English, you know?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you are right.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I have heard that. So
Absolutely.
probably their educational system is also different, because I see the difference when the students speak. You know, students from Sweden, I see their English is almost perfect, you know?
Yes, yes, yeah,
Yes, so really at a high level.
yes.
So I guess those countries from Scandinavia, so Finland, yes, Norway and Finland, I think that they are different from the rest of Europe. Critical thinking is very, very important for life in general. And I must say that in Serbia, we have started, no, not using it, but you know, the whole teaching process has a little bit changed recently, and now we do put more focus on critical thinking, you know. We have a lot of webinars, a lot of seminars for teachers, how to make students think critically, and how to have classes like those, how to have topics like those. And we do use that. We do. And I see a difference. I see.
You are on the way to improve your education system. That means I hope that your system will be as per the Finnish and as per the Swedish in the near future.
Well, hopefully, yes,
Yes,
hopefully,
let's
yes.
hope.
We are still in the back, but yes,
Yeah,
we are heading that way.
yes. So how are the school hours of Serbia, and at what time your school starts and at what time it finishes?
Okay. So for example, we have shifts. We have a morning shift and we have afternoon shift. For example, our middle school students, so from age 10 or 11 to 15, so grade 5 to grade 8. For example, if they have morning shift, they start classes at 7 o'clock. So they usually have sometimes 5, but it's rarely, mostly 6, and sometimes even 7 classes a day. Classes are 45 minutes long, and after each class they have a 5-minute break, and after the second class they have a 20-minute break, which is a lunch break or breakfast break, and that's it. So if they start school at 7, if they have 7 classes, they will finish school at 1 o'clock.
Mhm.
Okay. So it has always been like that, you know, but before, when I was younger, when I was at school, students had less classes. Now they have more, but you know, the time has changed.
Whenever you are on summer break, so the break is for students, but not for the teachers. So what exactly you are supposed to do on summer break? Do you have any seminars or any conferences to attend during the break time?
Oh, okay, I will tell you. So, for example, our students will finish this school year in 3 days. So it will be on Tuesday. After that, they will finish school and they will start their break. Everybody except the 8th graders. The 8th graders have a lot more to attend. They have final exams, you know.
Oh.
Yes. And we, the teachers, will have some duties this whole month. So there will be a lot of paperwork, a lot of administration, grading, a lot of grading, then teachers' meetings. A couple of them for sure, definitely. Then there will be final tests for 8th graders. So those final tests last 3 days in the whole Serbia. 3 days at the same time in all the schools in Serbia for 8th graders. And we, all the teachers, have duties because we have to watch out for the students. You know, we have to be there. So we have different duties depending on the teachers. Yes. After that, in July, we are usually on vacation. So we get an official document which says that, okay, your vacation starts now and you have, let's say 28, 25 work days. So you are off. Then I'm on a break and I don't have to do anything regarding school. I'm on a break. But when August starts, students still don't go to school until September, but we, the teachers, again, the duties start. We have teachers meetings, we have paperwork, we have some students who haven't finished on time and now they are coming back to do some lessons, extra lessons, things like that. So yes, we have a lot of work. So my July is off. July, let's say.
Yes. So our
It's like we have 28 days.
28.
It depends on how long you have been working you know, at school. So for example, if I'm a young worker, then I get less days. If I am an older worker with a lot of years working, then I have more. So it depends on the work years.
Wow. That means depending on your work experience, and you can avail the holidays. Yeah. If you are a newcomer in the as a teacher and you have a less holidays, and if you are an experienced teacher and you have more holidays during the break.
Yes. But I wouldn't say the word experience. It doesn't have to be connected with school. It is connected with working years. For example, I might work in a shop for 10 years as a shop assistant, and then I can quit my job and I can, for example, start working at a school as a teacher. So I will continue. So I have already worked for 10 years and now this is my 11th year and my 12th year. So those are work years that the government counts, because one day you will have to retire. For example, I'm not sure about the age, but let's say 35 years. Let's say 35 work years. in order to get a full pension. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, I understood. I understood.
So if you have worked for 30 years, of course you will have more vacation days than, for example, a person who has worked for only 10 years. So I wouldn't say experience. It doesn't have to be teaching. It can be anything,
Okay.
just work years. Yes.
Okay.
But when I say more vacation days, it's not a lot more. It's 1, 2, 3 days more. It's just a little difference. You
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, I understood. And what is the
Not
age of retirement in Serbia? In India, 62 years is the age of retirement for any government services, public offices or teacher. 62
uh,
years is the retirement
Hare
age.
Krishna. I must tell you that I don't know for sure. I will check it now. Do you know why I don't know for sure? Because
Okay.
my government change those years a lot. So
Oh,
so first they say, okay, for women it is like this, and for men it is like that. And then a couple of months later they say, okay, for women it has changed, and for men it is like that. And because I am, I am still a young worker, I have
yes.
a lot more years for pension. So
Yeah.
but I think it's similar with
Okay.
India. I think
Yeah.
it's similar.
Yes.
For men, it's more. For
Uh-huh.
women, it's less, but similar. Yes.
Wow. So here in India, I think there is no discrimination between the men and women, and everybody has to get retired at the same age of 62 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I have one more question, one last question. So you are working in a public school.
Yes.
Do the students in public schools get any kind of incentives from the government? That means, do the students that come to public system get the free textbooks or free meals or free uniform? Any other priorities to the student in studying in a public schools, especially in your country?
Well, let me tell you. In Serbian schools, we rarely use uniforms. We don't have them. There was a time when we voted for. I am actually for uniforms. I would like to have my students to wear, and we, the teachers, also school uniforms. But it's not official, so we don't have school uniforms. So the government doesn't pay for that. But yes, they give free books, but there are different things. For example, to first graders, they give free books, and then first graders, they are not theirs, but when they finish first grade, they give those used books to other first graders. So it goes like this, so that students can have, yes, so
Mhm.
it is always like that. So every year in August, my school gets books, some of them new, some of them old. And I mean, when I say old, I mean used. And then the new students who come, they get those books.
Okay.
Some of them buy them, but some of them who are, for example, let's say in poor financial state,
Yes.
or poor social state. For example, both parents don't work, don't have a job right now. So those students can apply for free books and they can get them,
Wow.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
understood.
we have that, and we have had that for years now,
Mhm.
which is good, I think. Sometimes they get some donations like pens, pencils. Sometimes it also happens.
Before we wind up this session, could you please give a final message to my students?
I would just like to thank you for inviting me today. It was a great pleasure talking to you and your students. Your students are great, and they have a great teacher, I must say that. Hare Krishna, excellent. And I like that your students, first of all, they are not shy. They are not shy to speak English. They are communicative. They ask a lot of questions, so they like asking, which is also very nice. So I will like to say to your students, Keep up the good work. Continue doing the same thing. Continue being that way, and definitely you will always just improve. Thank you for inviting me today.